Well, that was this afternoon. This is tonight. Frame 8, the first of 9 here this evening, went to Hendry 74-39. It was 4-all. To be honest, not the best snooker I've ever seen. A bit of final jitters going on. So frame 9, Ebden to break, John Williams, the referee in charge, and your commentary comes from John Virgo and Clive Everton.
Poor break-off shot. Just a fraction out.
Eight. Nine.
Considerable power was required, but nevertheless,
Ebden 9.
that's a basic shot for a player of Ebden's standard.
Yes, and thankfully for Peter, from Peter's point of view, he missed the cannon on that pack of reds.
Honesty compels me to say that the standard of play in this World Final has reached no great heights yet. That, I think, was an attempt to pop the back red, but Hendry hit another red first. I don't know why the standard should be so disappointing. Ebden insisted that he was still full of running after 3 epic wins in the last 3 rounds. 13-12 over Jimmy White, 13-10 over Steve Davis, and 16-14 over Ronnie O'Sullivan.
One.
Had to take a chance there. He knew the cue ball was going into the bunch.
Yes, he did. I think that's where the game of snooker has changed over the last few years. I think the old type of game would have been to pot that red, make certain you're on the colour, and then if you've got the right angle, try and disturb the cluster. Peter took the opportunity. He knew the black was near the far right corner, but he also knew if he hit the pack of reds, there'd be quite a distance between cue ball and object ball. There's open reds, looking at them, but the black isn't a gimme.
Pointing the cue downwards, trying to screw back from that distance. It was a lot to ask. That wasn't so much to ask. Not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but a ball that Hendry normally pots. Straight pot, not much more than middle distance. That was a good shot, though.
Yes, good pot, good result. Nicely on a baulk colour to play for this red in the top half of the table. Bringing you shots from every angle.
Four. Five.
Well, that was a brave shot. Deserved better.
Tactical snooker from Ebden, but I don't expect it to create an opening.
Well, for Peter Ebden, really, it's a case of, do I play off that red on the left-hand side of the table and try and find a gap between yellow and brown, or do I try to play a safety behind the black? That's the one he's chose. The red in the middle of the table determined what type of shot he could play.
Anxious look to see whether he's left Hendry at a shot at the red to left middle.
Well, a little attempt of Peter Ebden. Reds that are potable into the centre pockets, left and right, but risky. Type of shot that if you commit yourself and it goes in, frame winning chance. If you miss, opposite for your opponent. Played the one that gave him a degree of a shot for nothing. It was never going to be that. So a long red for Stephen.
Stuck on them.
Yes, I don't really know what's going on with Stephen's play. I mean, he was perfect angle on the red, and I think there's definitely a lack of confidence there. I'd expect him to go into the red from that position with certainly a lot more pace. I don't want to criticise the world champion, world #1, but I think he is suffering slightly from a lack of confidence, which Peter Ebden has got to take advantage of.
A buzz of anticipation goes round as Ebden left Hendry an easy starter with at least 6 easy reds on.
But once again, not the best positional shot from Stephen. This isn't a straightforward red onto a colour.
Nine. $16. 17.
Everything's happening. That was a clonking kick. which ruined his position for black.
Well, I think the shot on the blue was born out of frustration. It's the blue we'd normally expect him to get, but the way he played it and the pace he played it just looked like annoyance to me.
Yes, you do need immense self-discipline to cope with bad luck, bad running, but Henry didn't show it there. Well, that's not very good either, but he may have somehow or other got on pink to middle at a suitable angle.
Yes, and if he hasn't got the suitable angle, then just a little trickle up behind the pink. I don't think he should be forcing the pace here, Peter Ebden. He's playing the pot on the pink, but he's not left himself anything easy. I think he's got to look at this situation and see that Stephen Hendry's struggling a little bit and just keep him under pressure. Leaving shots like this, if he misses it, he's going to leave his opponent a chance. A trickle up behind the pink would have kept it tight. This is a big shot in this frame, and not an easy one. I have to say, Clive, it's probably a different game to the game we played 10, 15 years ago. I mean, the easy option was the snooker behind the pink. They have so much confidence now in their long potting ability. Nice angle on the pink, just to drop behind the two reds on the left-hand side of the table for the right centre. And when he pots one of them, the other one will be in the open, and just two reds, two colours. Should give him this frame.
22.
Yeah, slight error there in my calculations. If he takes pinks with these two reds, he's going to need that awkward red by the blue.
23.
Ebden just checking what he has to do. Various options he can play to get on the pink in such a way as to try to develop the red, which would be partly obscured by the blue from that angle. He can play to get on the red down the side cushion, or at the last resort, if he left the cue ball near enough, he'd probably be able to leave a damaging snooker.
Looks as though he's got a nice angle on the pink, just to drop behind the red. I think if he needed the last red in the colour, he may be tempted to disturb it. But as he only needs the red, and there you see it, perfect angle on the pink, just to drop behind the red, as the red is all he needs. Well, could have done with bouncing just a fraction off the cushion. The reason I say that, then he could have played the pot, and possible if it didn't go in, snooker behind the blue. No option now but to just go for the pot full-blooded. Needs this for the frame.
Peter Abdul, 36.
I don't think he took your advice, John. I think that he was still trying to cover the pocket if the red didn't go in. I don't think he could quite do that at the angle he needed to hit the red.
Yes, well, as you know, Clive, we're in a commentary position, but the angle I saw, he couldn't do that. So he made an error there. And the only ball that might save him is the one he tried to cover the red with, the blue.
8.
If Hendry was to complete a clearance here to go 5-4 up, it would be pretty remarkable considering how poorly he's played to have that lead.
Yes, the key shot now is from brown to blue.
70.
Well, left himself a chance. He's got to play a screw shot, though, to get perfect on the pink. Doesn't make the pot any easier.
Hit that very sweet, though. And with that 35 clearance, Stephen Hendry snatches the frame on the black and leads by 5 frames to 4.